These sheep have done an amazing job out here. Hell at eating the barley down. Volunteer barley everywhere, the nose of the straw, doing a great job. Fantastic. We better move this. Yeah. Mainly, well, we've got to get the header in its proper shed at some stage. Not today, but this has been out long enough. And I'll have to be on a tractor when the cone's put on, so anyway, a little bit of musical machinery, then we're probably going to go slashing, you know, just to do a bit of everything and all of nothing, or something like that. So our plans were slightly altered. Apparently I forgot to disconnect the isolator on the truck the other day, so the batteries are, well, not dead flat, and not enough to start it, so we just had to pull in this way. I guess if you were desperate you could try and jump it, but I think I'll just charge the batteries and be done with it. That might be the better way to go about it, but we'll do that perhaps tomorrow or whenever, something like that. Well, that's always nice. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be doing that. You don't need an airtight vessel to have air. You don't need to worry about that. Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Good Lord. You been good? You ready to go? Finally. Ready, finally. Boss is asleep as per usual, but we got going. That's the main thing. I'm going to check out on height whether it's too, don't know whether it's too high or, well, I don't think it's too high, whether it's too low, but we'll have a look. So I don't want a lot of long stalks to contend with. As long as it's sort of mincing it up a bit, that's the ideal situation. Well, we're just taking a bit of a photo op, but just having a look what sort of job it's doing. It's doing a good job, but some of these canola stalks are probably a little bit more rickety than I realised, and it's actually knocking them off at ground level. It's still got to be done because that's what I'm worried about, it catching in the when we go seeding it. These are long. The idea is to cut as many as possible in half, so there's less or more chance of it going through the machine. So something like that. It's getting a bit long, but this sort of stuff, which is what most of it's cutting off at, should go through the seeder, no worries. Even with we'll have disc in front of it, but still, this stuff, lay that over, and some of the higher stuff, if it's all laid over, it's going to create a big problem. So that's why we're slashing it, but we're not going too low. The idea is just to chop it up a bit, chop it in half. We're sort of, I don't always talk about beer can height, we're probably going more well, almost long neck height. Should be fine, should be good. So we'll have a bit of a look under here, make sure everything's in order, nothing's going awry. Looks where it's all supposed to be. We usually do this one here as well, and then you can see in the rest of it. Very good. A bit of almost like styrofoam. Then a look underneath, and getting a bit blunted, which is probably not helping with the chopping of it, but not too bad, better than the other side anyway. Probably on the cool and tough side, but now it was a warm day, but it's I think everything's going okay under here. Yeah, it looks, it keeps very clean with this stuff anyway. There's not a lot to cut, it's just height, that's all. Apart from that, yeah, no, all good. All good. What a time to be out in the paddock. Beautiful. Almost Easter too. Also of note is all the snails. No wonder we have to put a... Look at all this. Unreal. Look at that. So, yeah. That's why I put the special sieve in the harvest, but look at them gathering up along here as they get knocked off. Wonderful. Anyway, let's get back to it. Isn't that motor clear? I'll just do a quick check from afar. Make sure everything sounds alright too. All in balance. Seems to be. Looks good. We won't get too close. Alright, away we go. Nice! Bit of wire, just what we want to find. Good lord. Also, you wouldn't read out this. I reckon that's the string from... focus. No, we'll try it. That is the string off the canola bags last year, or some of it. Well, we buggered. Well, I didn't expect that. You expect to see that stuff again, because that usually rots away. Oh well. A little bit of thunder around, but we're going to push on for a little while. Our helpers have gone home. My helpers. But yeah, it's doing a good job. Ooh, a bit high now. So, I think this will be it. It is raining heavily now. There's lightning around. It's actually really not very nice. So, I don't think we'll drag the slash home tonight. I think we'll just park it over here by the old house, and we'll get out of this, because this is wow, look at that. It's yeah, a bit intense. Right. Now just make a run for it, and oh, good lord. Oh, it's not so bad, but it is wet. Not good slashing weather. Yeah, we're unhooked anyway. So I think let's get out of here. So we're back out slashing for something different. It's a job that should have been done, but yeah, we want to. There's talking more rain later this week, so probably later tomorrow. And I've got a bit of painting in the morning to do now, so I want to try and get a few hours at this. Get as much as I can done. I might be able to come back to it tomorrow afternoon, especially if we don't get any rain. But yeah, want to knock off another 40 50 acres tonight, and that'll leave sort of 70 or 80 left, which I can do in a decent day. So that's the plan. To see whether we get much rain or not. Anyway, I will need more hands, and probably see you in the morning, I think. Good night. Doesn't look like we'll be painting this morning. It's quite breezy and the rain's threatening. They're talking about 5 mil. It actually might be better tomorrow. So we better get out and do a bit more slashing, I guess, before it gets wet again. Oh, on our way back, do a bit more slashing, so there's no painting. Better let these sheep out. I reckon they've done a fantastic job out here. There was wheat coming out in head, so it's gone. Great work indeed. Here we go again, fella. Right, oh, looks a bit different by daylight. Quick look, make sure everything's okay. I think so. There's already a few spots of rain, but oh, we'll see how long we can get keep this show going. Get this show going, keep this show going. All of those things. Well, rain. It might be a bit of a fizzer. Look at that. Sunny and warm now. Although I'm not actually complaining that much, because that might actually go close to finishing this, which would be actually really great. So discover the middle of this paddock is about a trough pit at this side of the trough. There you go. Ah, well, we're nearly there. Very nearly there. Will this be it? Aye, let it be. Oh, that's great. I didn't expect to get that much done. Canola slashed. Good afternoon. Well, it's been wetter than I would have imagined. Definitely more than what they forecast. So we're just going to go for a walk, shut some gates, and let these sheep out the other wheat stubble, because they're roaming around here now. A bit more of a green pick, which is good. But yes, surprisingly moist. So, just heard the new seed and super unit. Probably not going to be ready till at least halfway through seeding, so we better see if this old truck is going to live again and do a bit more this year. So we better see if it starts. It does, as you can hear. So yeah, living the fight for I don't know, however. It's over 50 years old. Dina. Now for an impromptu cylinder change. Well, this is a place. Blimey. What a fancy pants yard this is. Lentils. Thunders. Lots of thunder. Now, well, we're all strapped in. I don't think we'll be racing home too quick with all this, but anyway, not too bad. Wow, this is Peak Peninsula. More fancy than you can swing a cat at. Oh, it's fairly well Peak Peninsula. Ah, well, now we've just tidy this little paddock up. Now we've got to clean it out and put it in, put this thing away and get on with our other jobs. But be quicker to spend the extra hour or so now, and then it's done and it's out of the weather. See you on the other side. Now for some water. We'll need a bit because it got a bit wet, so we'll clean that, just wash that off and pack it away for the year. We've got stuff to unload. Lots of things to do. Now for the fun of trying to thread this in. It used to be hard years ago. I haven't had too bad a luck of late, but we'll see. Alrighty, now we'll see how we go. It's pretty tight. That's a weight off the old ute. My God. Got a weight on the tractor. You notice a ton on it. Time for a bit of belated musical machinery, but we'll get there. You're coming out today. That's what I call tightness manifest. Missing by about probably 5 mil. But that's all it's got to do. We've done it. We'll get out now. What a sight. Everything here now. Well, how are you now? That's pretty nice. We've got it in. No big trouble at all. So, at least something out of the road. This shed, water runs in here now, which isn't so good, but we've got to do a little bit of work around the outside, but that's good. We're getting things done. Oh boy, we got a bit of lifting to do here. It's not too hard. Oh yeah. Well, that's good. It looks like we're ready to at least wheel this thing out. See how we go from there. So remember, that's how close we were. One bonus, we don't have to put it together. It's got a few jobs on it, but it's not too bad. But I would like to get these discs ready if I've got a moment. Might see how it goes. That's kind of good, they're working, so but our tilt valve, second remote on the tractor's still not going. That's a bit disappointing. Just a little bit of steel, save carrying it all the way around to the shed. Right, it's now time to change some oil, amongst other things. Just noted, looking here, fan's okay, but I'm not too excited about the look of that. My God, I reckon it might be time for a new fan for this thing. That's what 23 years of plastic happens, you know. Wouldn't have seen an old metal fan. Well, if nothing else, it's very picturesque. Gorgeous.